Hi there, my name's Ishwar. I'm the founder of Unsolved. Welcome to the 30-day SEO challenge. In this video, which is pretty much the kickoff, all I'm going to try and do is give you an overview of what our objective is, how SEO works, and of course, what we're going to do. Let me first start with just how SEO works, right? Before I go on to what we're going to be doing in this challenge, because once you understand the overview, then I think it's much easier to understand the tasks. Right? So first, there's a user who's searching for information. So they go to Google and they type that information out. Now, what does Google want to do? Right? I mean, Google wants to satisfy this user because that's when they're going to keep coming back over and over again. So Google wants to deliver the best answer as fast as possible from the most trusted source. Now, so Google goes and scours all of the websites and crawls them. And when you're searching for this information, it wants to return the right piece of information to you that's most likely to answer your question. Right. Now, therefore, what can you do? One, you can figure out what is the user searching for, which is called keyword research, right? And typically you're trying to understand what they're searching for in the context of your own startup product that you're selling. It could be you're trying to write a blog yourself and become an authority on something, whatever that is, right? You need to figure out what people are searching for, and therefore you need to do keyword research. You need to actually come up with the best answer. Typically, this is in the form of a blog post. There are, of course, times when people want to buy something, but then the transactional or the e-commerce website take over at that point in time, right? I'm talking about the big use case here, right? Is typically writing a comprehensive blog post. And what do we mean by as fast as possible? The answer for their query should be delivered to them as fast as possible. So the page should load fast. It should be an easy to read layout. You should be able to scan the content, right? All of that really, really fast. And finally, it has to come from the most trusted source, right? And this is the hardest part to crack in SEO, because it means typically that you've been doing good work and delivering answers for quite some time to people, and Google recognizes that you're a trusted source, and not just you but other websites around the world are linking back to you, therefore making you a trustworthy source, right? Now, fun fact, of course, I think everyone knows this, but 60 to 75% of the clicks go to the top three results. So, and number one can get up to 50%. So our objective is to figure out how do we get to these top three results, right? So in this 30-day SEO challenge, we are going to do 1 to 2 tasks a day. These tasks will be given to you in a format similar to this. If there's any accompanying video or article which helps you to execute those tasks, that will be shared as an additional, like a help video or a help article, right? So there'll be an additional video. That additional video or article could be from anywhere on the internet. It needn't necessarily be created by us. There's enough content out there on the internet. We're just trying to figure out what these steps are, right? You can execute on any site of your choice. So it's not like you're just doing this as a project or things like that. If you want to, you can execute wherever you want. Objective is to go from 0 to 1000 organic visits, to do all the steps to get there, right? Because we cannot really predict the exact timeline when this happens. Google has its own variances, right? But we are trying to take all the steps necessary to get to that stage. And finally, one prerequisite that you need to have is a blog page. That's not something that we're going to try and help you solve in this 30-day SEO challenge. So if you don't yet have a blog, just Google how to set up a blog. Typically, WordPress is an option. Superblog is an option. There are quite a few options out there. Just to pick the one that makes sense for you. All you need to understand is can it load fast, right? So I think that's the critical piece of the puzzle. That's it from me. I'm Ishwar. I'm the founder of Unsolved. We are building a learning communities platform where whatever you want to learn, we will have a community for that, starting with an SEO community, of course, right? And that's it from us.